For you and for me and the entire human race, there are people dying. If you care enough about the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough about a living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. You and for me. You and for me. Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous, my precious, my ever so powerful Virgo, and it's for March 2019. This is going to be the literally life-changing month. There is an amazing healing that you are going to have. There is a whole new direction that you are going to step in. There is the whole new dimension that you are going to become the part of. A huge, massive completion of your spiritual journey, and the massive beginning, the massive start is going to happen and is going to start unfolding this month. This is the month of awakening. This is the month of the new beginning. This is the month of the spiritual awakening. This is the month of the global awakening. There is just so much going to be going on this month, and you Virgo are going to be absolutely on top of it. You have got number 9, which is your number this month. When it comes to the actual numerology, and when it comes to the actual number 9, it means that this is going to be the life-changing month. There are going to be a couple of events that are going to happen this month, and they're going to kind of put you in the situation where you haven't been before. They will put you in the situation where you're not going to be too sure what to do and how you're going to react, and there are going to be people around you. You're going to be surrounded by the people which is just going to be all completely new for you. Now this in itself is just going to be the beginning of an amazing unfoldment indeed, and there is an accomplishment that you are going to have right at the beginning of the month. The whole new energy is beautifully going to come in, beautifully going to slide in. It is almost that you are going to have your own wings. Your wings are going to grow right at the beginning of the month, and instead of walking you will be literally flying. There's a wonderful change of energy going to happen, and that change of energy, it is going to make you have a little change of direction, and also some little thoughts that you had not that long ago. You see what this number 9 means? A little thought that you had like about 9 months ago. Now this particular thought, it's going to start coming into fruition. Okay, whatever you start this month, whatever you begin this month, just remember, for you Virgo, this month is super fertile. Any changes you wanted to do, number 9 means just go for it, because you're just going to end up with so much more that you would normally end up with. So that's why I'm just saying that this month is just going to be literally life-changing, and it's a lot about you realizing success. This success is going to come in many ways, and this success is going to come in many forms. You have to use the energy of this month. You have to use this wonderful and vibrant energy that you are going to have, which means just do and go for it. If you're looking for work, just apply for as many jobs as you can. If you're working and you want that promotion, just go for it, because you are going to have a wing this month. Don't forget, you will be able to fly indeed. Okay, just do as much as you can. And also, if you feel very attracted to certain things that you normally don't feel attracted to, this is also going to be very important important time for you, because this is where you're going to discover yourself, rediscover yourself, and this is where your omen and very, very important sign is going to be waiting for you. And your omen also this month is going to come in the form of a cat. And it's very, very important to remember what was on your mind when you saw this cat, what is going on in your life, and what a problem you have, and what situation you can put together with this cat, and how this can make a meaning for you. It all depends indeed. Also, it is just going to be about the advantage that you are going to have this month that you didn't know that you actually had, and you will realize that you had a certain resources to just go for it. This is all going to be about your own victory, and there is a very important justice. Justice, my beautiful babies, is coming your way. If you were like the subject of some kind of unjustified situation, if you were waiting for the certain justice, prepare to hear the good news, prepare to have your justice, prepare to be happy, prepare to have a big smile on your face right at the end of this month, March 2019. By the end of this month, you are going to have a massive, huge smile on your face. And also, it is just, let me just tell you something, March for you, my babies, it is going to be like the beginning of an adventure. Can I just say it that way? Can I just put it this way? The beginning of March is just going to be the beginning of an adventure. What is also going to be very important for you this month, there is going to be a sacred journey that you are going to become the part of. So there is going to be some kind of trip or some kind of journey that you are going to become a part of. Your lucky number also is going to be number 14, 1-4. Throughout the actual month, your lucky number is going to be the number 14. So what I highly suggest you, my babies, to actually write down number 14 on your hand, or write it down like in your pocket somewhere on a piece of paper, or maybe if you have like a little pendant with number 14, whatever you have with the number 14, however you can connect these wonderful energies. Now, by connecting these energies of number 14, you will also kind of like make your own realization much stronger, much more powerful, and there's just so much more that you're going to be able to like kind of realize out of this situation. My goodness, what a month, Virgos, and I didn't even start yet, okay? So now, when it comes to the actual health, this has just been absolutely incredible when it comes to you, Virgo, when it comes to us, Virgos. This has been absolutely incredible when it comes to health, because now this is going to be the time when you're going to need to think about your balance. You're going to need to make sure that, you know, you're like basically having the work-life balance. This is going to be so important, because if you get this wrong, it can affect you, and then it can make you, these energies can affect you in such a way that they can make you feel really tired, and then you are not as effective, or you don't kind of feel as effective. So when it comes to the actual basically health, it is just, you need to make sure that you have the right work-life balance. But of course, you are going to have like a very much so the lack of vitamin C. Vitamin C is also going to be very significant and very important for you to get, and I would highly suggest you, also what I suggest to Aquarius, also to get like the actual vitamin C, but in acerola cherry, like an acerola cherry. It's the actual powder, is the natural organic form of the actual vitamin C. It is not a tablet, because what I would like to suggest you just to stick to natural form. This is a acerola cherry powder that is completely natural, without any ingredients, without any binding ingredients, without any anti-caking agents or whatever they are. This is just a pure powder, which just tastes like a little bit bitter, whatever, sour, whatever you want to call it. But then you take like a little teaspoon of this acerola cherry powder, you mix it up in that much water, you mix it, and then you break those little dots of like a powder, because this is a natural supplement, so you have to help it out, break it a little bit, and then you drink this throughout the month, because it is going to be the lack of vitamin C that you are going to have. And I think that this is going to be really important for you to actually have, and to take the actual natural form rather than some kind of tablets, because you are going to be very sensitive. You are very sensitive when it comes to like chemicals and things like that. So that's why I'm telling you to get something like something natural, like vitamin C, acerola cherry powder, because it's just going to help you with your vitamin C levels. And also on another hand, it's just in general, it's just going to be very sensitive digestion indeed. This has been something that has been like kind of around Virgo sign for quite a while, for at least like the last 24 months. It has been digestion was very sensitive, has been very sensitive. So just make sure that you take take out like nasty things out of your food, like try to cut down on salt, try to cut down on sugar, try to stick to healthy food as much as you can, so you can help out the digestion problems. But also what I recommended before, aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice, it's absolutely brilliant, and it's very soothing, and it's full of like a lovely vitamins and things like that, and it's very soothing when it comes to the actual stomach. So this is something that I would also suggest, like to take like natural aloe vera juice. Okay, but apart from that, the actual energy levels are going to be really good. The energy levels are going to be really great in general, and you are going to find yourself like doing a lot, making a lot. So this is most certainly, my baby, is going to be the month of you actually doing things and making things happen, and you kind of doing your challenges and go for those things that you felt like very much so closely connected to. Because this is what's going to happen. You're going to feel like you're very, very much so connected to certain things this month. And this is how the beginning of March is actually going to start. The very 1st of March. The 1st of March is going to be your first date, indeed, the first day. Okay, so the 1st of March is just going to start like a very strange and very unusual, but really, really good, because you're going to like this energy of the strange, different, and unusual. The actual 1st of March is just going to seem, on one hand, it's going to seem very clear, but on another hand, you're going to be able to kind of feel like a different energy, different dimension. And that in itself, it's going to open your eyes, it's going to make you feel very optimistic, it's going to make you feel really happy, and it's going to make you feel like you are reborn, baby. On the 1st of March, that's how we are going to feel. I can say like this, that's how we are going to feel on the 1st of March. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because that in itself just will awaken us so much in you. That is just going to awaken so much power, the new flame within you, the new flame inside you, like this. It is just going to be very strong and very powerful, and at the same time something new is going to start manifesting, indeed, and this is also going to awake a feeling in you like you want to do something different, you want to do something new. There's a very strong feeling of deep concentration and application here, basically, and a strong feeling for the reflection and the respect for knowledge, which means that you will want to learn more, which means that your spirit here is just slowly going to try to let you know that there is the new spiritual journey waiting for you, and it's just going to start like this, slowly, and this feeling, this energy, this beauty, this power, this spirits, these angels are slightly going to start pushing you towards the new direction, in such a sense like you want to learn something new. Please pay attention, my babies, pay attention, my babies. What new you want to learn? What do you need to do in order to go to the next stage? What do you need to do in order to go to the next step in your life? What do you need to do next? This is really important. And also at the same time, there is a really important news realization going to become evident, and that news and realization is going to help you to see things through and see what would be the best for you. In the situations like this, I highly recommend you, like, my goodness, Moldavite, I highly recommend you for March, and I highly recommend you to wear throughout April 2019. It is probably one of the most powerful crystals. It is probably, if it's not the most powerful crystals, according to some people think they are, some people think they're not, but I think it's one of the most powerful crystals indeed. And what Moldavite has got the ability to do, it has got the ability to actually enhance our intuition. It has got the ability to actually, when we are focusing on something, when we are thinking, when we are making this strong energy, when we are focusing on this strong energy, what Moldavite does, it just goes into it and just makes this energy even more strong, makes this energy even more powerful, make this energy even more significant, and then that becomes even more evident to you, and you don't miss, or you don't, things like a little spirituality, little spiritual messages and things like that. It all becomes kind of more crystal clear with the Moldavite. Basically, the bottom line is it helps you with your own energy, with your own power of thoughts. It just helps you push it, and it helps you happen. It helps everything to be even more successful indeed. It's very, very, that's why this is a very, very powerful crystal. And on another hand, it's very good to attract like finances, it is very good to attract career, and it also helps us to protect us, but at the same time, you know, it just helps us to make the best possible decisions. So this is something that I highly, highly, highly recommend Moldavite indeed. And basically this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. So please, please, please get this. Something that I indeed highly recommend you to have it. Okay, so now the next important day, my babies, is actually going to be the 13th of March. The 13th, 1-3, the 13th of March is just going to be really important because it is just going to be make you feel free. This is going to be the time of freedom. This is going to be very significant when it comes to your own freedom indeed, because you are kind of going to realize a really wonderful and sudden progress of the very stale situation in your life. And this is a lot to do with what you do. This is a lot to do with your emotions. This is a lot to do with like your financial life and the whole picture, and a certain message that is going to come through. So basically there is going to be an important message that is going to come through forward, and that message in itself, it's also at the same time going to become a choice. So you're going to end up with a more choice here, with a better choice, with a fantastic choice indeed. I'm so happy for you, Virgo, because the 13th of March, it's going to be absolutely life-changing day for you indeed. This is just like a basically going to be so good for those of you that did maybe, you know, if you felt like a little bit low, if you felt like a little bit down, if you didn't see any progress, if you didn't know what to do, if you just felt like, oh, you just need more like a vavavoom, you need more optimism, you need more power, you need more magic flower, you know, like this is just most certainly going to be the time, because that in itself is just going to bring you such a wonderful inspiration. And Virgo, when you are inspired, when you are when you have this energy, when you have this power, you are just literally on top of the world. And this is why I said it's just so important when we are like a focus on something, when we are thinking about something, we literally already make it happen in our mind, and later we just project this into our world. We project this onto our own spirituality, we project this on our own spiritual journey, and we project this through our own karma. So this is just going to be so important, because the 13th of March is just going to bring you the whole new hope, faith, inspiration, healing, new prospect also. But there is going to be this situation when there is an insight from the past also, when there's some kind of something in the past, you will go back into your childhood, into the past at some point on this day, and there is a certain thing that is also going to bring you an insight, and that is also going to be the new starting point. The bottom line is, this is all about your own satisfaction, this is all about your own pleasure, and this is all about your own happiness. This is absolutely remarkable indeed. What else I was going to say, the 13th of March is going to be a lot happening, because there is also, you are going to be made aware of the fact that there is just something that you did was absolutely brilliant, something that you did when it comes to your work, something that you did when it comes to your hobby, something that you did when it comes to your college, university lately, and you weren't too sure about. This is going to be absolutely mind-blowing indeed, and this in itself, the 13th of March, is going to be the huge, massive, amazing starting point, my babies. Amazing starting point. Now the second continuation of this journey, whatever you start on this journey, is just going to be so amazing, so powerful. Even if you're thinking about something, even if you're thinking about a new stage in your life, even if you need to be really open-minded on this day, on the 13th of March, because there is something really important that you're going to start. You don't have to sign something and start straight away, but you can see that in your mind, this is going to be absolutely amazing, because this is in itself is just going to lead towards your own personal accomplishment indeed, and towards your own power, and towards your own security. Okay, the second stage, whatever you start, just remember, this is going to be a very fertile day to plant seeds, you know, spiritual seeds that I'm talking about. This is a very fertile day, because there is something very special you're going to start, and the continuation of that is just going to be basically in June 2019. June 2019, it is going to be the continuation of this particular day, whatever you started, and you will be able to see the results. And then again from June 2019, the second big part is going to happen in November 2019, and it all happened from this situation. It all stemmed from this situation. I cannot tell you how significant and how powerful this is going to be. Just remember, you don't even need to do anything, okay? You don't even need to do anything. You just need to like kind of like just go with the flow and just be open-minded and think about things, and your mind is just going to take you wherever you need to go, wherever you need to be in order to manifest the second stage of your journey. Very important indeed. The third important day, it's going to be the 31st of March, my babies, of course. The 31st of March is going to be very important, and this is going to be the day when the actual, the veil in between this world and the spiritual world for you, Virgo, for your spirituality, for your journey. This day, the 31st of March, is going to be very significant, very powerful indeed. Almost like it's going to be like the 31st of October, what they say Samhain, and some people call it Halloween, where the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world around those 3 days on the 31st of October is actually at its thinnest, okay? And then we are able to get all sorts of messages from our spirit guides, all sorts of messages from our angels, and all sorts of messages from the good spirits that are passing by. So the 31st of March is going to be your personal, Virgos, my babies, this is going to be an important day, and it's also one day right before the April, which you are going to be absolutely having like an amazingly spiritual awakening time again in a slightly different way, but it's going to be big, it's going to be really important. But the 31st of March, it is just going to be the door, the important spiritual door that are actually going to be waiting for you, but it is going to be the slightly different dimension indeed. What I'm going to ask you to do, my babies, if you can, on the 31st of March, try to like take like a little candle. You know how much I like little candles, not as big as this because these take ages to grow, of course, to grow. This takes, oh my goodness, this takes ages to like burn, you see. So basically, if you take like those little candles, you know, they're like big like this, maybe like a thing like this, okay, and then you basically, if you can just like take a little pen like this, and then you need to be in the room wherever you do this. Do like a little spiritual. You don't you do like a little ritual. You don't even need to do anything more like this. Maybe if you like put like a little amethyst next to it like this in front of yourself and in front of the candle. Put like a little amethyst like this. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, and then take a candle at the same time. A little candle. Just put like that. First clean it. Put a little bit of your energy on the candle. Let's say this is a candle. Put your energy like this first without even doing anything, and then you take a candle and then you write on what you want to manifest, like a prosperity, love, friendship, relationships, blah blah blah, whatever you want, for as many things as you want. Try to keep to like about 2-3 things, maybe like about 3 things would be nice, like stick to number 3, March, you know, 31st, 3 again, and try to stick to 3 things so we get all this symbolical and very symbolic and very strong energy is going to be attached to it at the same time, okay, and then try to write down a prosperity or something like that. And then once you write it, take a little bit of lavender essential oil if you can, but if you can't, then don't worry. But if you can take like a lavender essential oil, put it on your finger like this a little bit, put it on one side of the candle like that, anoint, 2, and then 3, okay, and now it's the moment you put it down, and this is after you wrote those things, yeah, now you put it down, and then take a lighter or matches, you know, you light it, and at the same time you have to concentrate, you have to look at the light, you have to concentrate, you have to relax, and you have to think about your manifest, you want to manifest, you have to think about it happening, you know, you have to make a really strong connection, because this is very important time when you light the candle, because at the same time you make a connection with the candle, with what you want, with the universe, with your spirit guides, and at the same time there's a candle, you know, you're lighting candle within you, inside you, in your spirit, in your soul, and then you leave the candle burning always, and don't leave anything, then you need to be in the room, please, or in the house at least, you know, don't leave the candle and then just go somewhere, please, 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 because it's scary. But then just as long as you're in the house, of course, then you wait for this candle to burn, within a few hours should burn, and once it burns, you know, take the remaining, go outside and just bury it somewhere in the natural ground, in the forest or somewhere in the garden or something like that, and just let it go in the nature. And this is your job is going to be finished. So this is going to be so important for you to connect, my babies, connect. And then there is something really wonderful going to bounce back and reflect on you from the universe, from your spirit guides, from your guardian angels, okay? And it is going to be very significant indeed. On another hand, the 31st of March is also going to be the beginning of the whole new adventure, my baby, okay? Because there is something going to happen, and it is just going to be so strong. And the 31st of March is also going to have like a kind of like a very strong connection when it comes to the 1st of March. Now, 1st of March and the 31st of March are going to be very strongly connected as as well, but especially when it comes to the beginning of the new adventure, enthusiasm, the whole new initiative is going to come through, because you're just going to really know what to do. New job, new school, new idea, new prospect, and this is just going to be absolutely amazing, because it's going to become like almost like your own obsession, but good obsession, because you will know this is the step in the right direction indeed. And you know what is going to happen at the same time with you are going to make something happen, because shortly after that, okay, there is an invitation or opportunity that is just going to arise, and this is just going to be very significant. This is going to be very powerful, advancement, attractive, and also it's going to be a challenge, you know, but it's going to be a good challenge, because it's going to be connected to the things you need to learn, but also it's just going to be all about your advancement, okay, and proposition, and you're going to kind of like have something to think about. But most certainly this is going to be really good, most certainly this is going to be really important, and most certainly this is going to be the step. Look at me with this pen still. Most certainly this is still going to be the step in the right direction. I'm so happy for Virgos, for you Virgos, because so far this month, March is just going to be mind-blowing. Okay, so now going on to the first part of March 2019. The first part of March 2019, it is just going to be all about you feeling very good, you feeling very energetic, you feeling very excited, and it is just going to bring you reflection, a reflection from the past, something that you did in the past is just going to start making sense to you, something that you did in the past, it's also going to start a kind of paying back, and it is not necessarily like a money, it is not necessarily finances, but it's just the way you reacted. Something is just going to kind of become really clear to you, and that in itself is going to be your own wake-up call. This is going to make you realize that there is a completion that is happening, that just happened, and this is going to be really strong and really powerful, because it's going to bring you like a new perspective straight away, and it's just going to make you feel really happy, and you're literally going to have a reason to celebrate, and this is going to be very healing for you, and automatically at the same time it's going to be va-va-voom Virgos, because you will be very radiant, and that's how you're going to feel in the first week of March. You're going to feel very cool, you're going to feel on top of the world, you're going to feel very sexy, you're going to feel very radiant, and this is amazing, because when you feel like this, Virgo, you are like super strong, you're super powerful, everybody's able to see you, everybody's able to notice you. Like if people are in the plane, like flying, they will be able to notice you from the plane. Any Virgo who feels really good, any Virgo who feels really powerful, because you have got this ability to like manipulate with your energy so much more, and in such a way that is just kind of bursting out. You know, if you feel negative, it's bursting out. If you feel positive, it's bursting like all around the place. It's making you radiant. So this is going to be the time when you're just going to have all these ideas, and also you will want to face a certain challenges. You will want to do certain things that you don't normally like doing, because you will be showered with this special energy indeed. What I was going to say, that there is just the new option with what you do, with your direction. There's a whole new option going to come through. Whether you work for someone else, there is new option going to come through. You're going to like it. Whether you work for yourself, you know, new option is going to come through where you're going to be really busy. And if you're looking for work, there is something really important going to happen here. And most certainly this is going to be the key. Most certainly this is going to be the answer. Most certainly this is going to be the time when you're going to realize, oh my God, it's happening. It's really happening now, and that's really good, because this is all going to be towards your own personal success. It's all about your own personal success, and there is going to be the situation also where you're going to feel like a little bit powerless at the beginning of March 2019, and it is just going to kind of make you be the reaction of someone that is just going to make you realize something about someone, and you're not going to like it, and an emotional level that is going to surprise you a little bit. But you know what, it's just you're going to have so much power of this wonderful March flower, which is going to kind of shower you with this beautiful energy, and that energy is just going to help you like kind of like not get too upset or not see things like really negatively. Then, you know, better to see what, you know, what outcome or other outcome you can have, or what next you can do, and or what you can actually learn out of it, because there is going to be the certain learning experience you're going to have, but also a reconnection with the childhood. These beautiful feelings, the happy feelings is they're going to make you reconnect with your childhood, and you're going to realize that there is also going to be something in your childhood that you were doing that it used to make you feel really happy, that you used to be really happy doing, but now you need to bring that back. Now it's time, okay? So there is some kind of insight from the past again that is actually going to bring you a new insight now, okay? And also big change when it comes to home, like a big change, but good change, you know, and this is not necessarily just from you, but it's involving somebody who means to you really a lot, that is also going to be going through a big change, that is good change, that is going to allow you to actually do something you wanted to do in a really long time. And that in itself, of course, is going to be your own victory, mental clarity, because you will just start to realize that your life is just really starting to go towards the direction that you wanted to. And it's going to surprise you. Certain things about yourself are going to surprise you, but in a good way, because the financial situation here is going to turn out to be quite good actually. And there's a certain offer that you are going to have by the end of March, by the end of that week. And that offer is going to kind of happen out of the blue. It's going to come out of the blue, but you're going to like it. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. You will be happy that you were considered. And just the fact that you were considered is just going to put a big, massive smile on your face, my babies. Now, the second part of March, my beautiful Virgos, it's all about the actual balance, strength, balance. This is what you're gonna have. This is how you're gonna feel, okay? And what is actually going to happen is just that you are going to also get a really nice advice. There's a certain advice that you are going to get by somebody who you think really highly of, somebody who's very successful, but somebody who's very gentle and somebody who's very sympathetic. Is that person is going to play a really important role. It's kind of giving you a certain advice, okay? And that advice is just something that is just going to be connected to your private life, and it's going to be connected to the time in your life where certain things happen and you just decided to let them go to develop or unfold in a certain way, and you just waited for the right time to deal with it. Now this is going to bounce back, and now you're going to have the power of this March that is just going to kind of give you all this like a vavavoom energy, which is just going to make you to react in the right ways indeed. But then again, this person is going to come through forward and give you this wonderful advice, and that advice, it's going to kind of make you realize that you need to like kind of change the scenery. This is also going to be important for you, my babies, in the mid-March 2019, to change your scenery. When I say that you need to change your scenery, if you didn't go outside in the park for a really long time, go outside in the park. If you didn't go on the certain side of the city, if it's safe, of course, then go on to the certain side of the city. If you didn't go to the certain shops, maybe go to the certain shops, you know. But it's a lot about the spirituality, it's a lot about the changing the area, it's a lot about the changing direction, which is just going to bring you something else. This is a very highly significant time where we just step from one dimension into another, because it is just our own power is doing, our own dimension is doing this, and our power of our own mind, our spirituality and our spiritual journey. It's the combination of all this. It is just going to bring you, believe me or not, a wonderful financial opportunity. But in order, before you receive the financial opportunity, before this happens, you just need to kind of just change the scenery, just maybe for a day or two, just for at least a couple of days. I'm not saying that you have to stay there for a couple of days. You can stay at home wherever you are, but just go maybe to the couple of parks, couple of forests, you know, couple of different areas, but very important also where you can spiritually reconnect, because remember, this is going to be the highly charged time when it comes to healing and the grounding. So like spiritually, when I say go to change the area, go to like try different things, just try to have a little spiritual escape to the places where you haven't been, where you can connect to the nature. Water would be brilliant around, but if you can't have a water, that's absolutely fine. As long as there is a nature, there is something really wonderful going to happen for you. Certain healing is just going to help you with the balance, and that rebalance is going to end up with you ending up with a wonderful, amazing financial opportunity. This is only going to happen when you just kind of get your mind to that dimension, get yourself to that dimension where you're going to kind of feel certain messages from the spirit guides and from the spirit world, which is going to take you to realize that there is an amazing financial opportunity going to unfold here, but it's going to make you feel a little bit nervous, and that is just going to test you a little bit. Do not get nervous, do not get scared. Virgos, just remember me, you're so powerful, like you're so significant, you're very radiant, you are just amazing. But throughout this month, you're going to be more radiant than ever you are. And I will tell you that you will be tested. It's going to be a little bit scary, you know, in a way, but then again, this is going to be your own recognition. By the time we get to the mid part of March, the end of that week, it is all about your recognition. You're going to feel really proud of yourself. You're going to feel really happy. You are going to feel really excited, but other people are going to really like you. Other people are going to feel proud of you. Other people are going to be excited. And it looks like that you're also going to want to prove something to someone, or someone is going to be the part of your mind, part of your thoughts. Maybe someone didn't believe things are going to work the way they are, and somebody, you know, else is going to be really proud of you, and you're going to like this, you know, and things like that. And this is all going to be about your practicality and security. My goodness, my babies, you are about to rediscover yourself. What a fantastic month. My goodness, what a fantastic month. And especially when it comes to your like achievement here, it's just like, wow, I don't even know what to say. This is absolutely brilliant. But I know how much this is going to mean to you, and I know how much this is going to affect you, because at the same time, this is going to be re-energizing you like there is no tomorrow, because this is all about practicality and security, and it's all about your skills, and it's all about you loving it. It's all about you rediscovering yourself and feeling really, really passionate indeed. Very, very good, Virgos. I'm so happy for you. I can also see that there is a friend. By the time we get to the last part of March 2019, there's a certain person in your life that needs your help. There's a certain person in your life, and you love this person, you like this person means to you so much, this person means to you a lot, but this person didn't come through to you to tell you that they need your help. So you're going to need to find out who this is. There is someone that terribly needs your help. Somebody needs a little bit of your power. Somebody needs a little bit of your magic flower when it comes to your energy, when it comes to your power, when it comes to your radiance, when it comes to your healing. You're going to be super powerful this month when it comes to your healing. You will be able to touch people, you will be able to heal them, Virgos, like beautifully. So the energy is going to be so strong, the balance is going to be all around the place. But you need to find out who this friend is who needs your help. Okay, please, because there is a friend that is going to, friend or a person in your life. It could be even a family member, somebody who means to you a lot is going to need your help, and they didn't come out, they didn't say it, they're not going to say this, but it's going to be up to you to realize who this is, and you are going to realize, and they are going to get a wonderful balance through this. But then again, you are going to get even nicer balance through this, because this is wonderfully, beautifully, karmically going to get back to you. Okay, so the last part of March is just wonderfully going to bring you when it comes to work, there is going to be also work, career, finances. There is going to be a little bit unusual situation that is going to unfold, and that unusual situation that is going to unfold is going to be really good, because it's going to come in some kind of praise. But then it's going to make you feel very overwhelmed, but you're going to realize in order to do something and take some kind of offer, something is going to be offered to you. Oh, sorry, my love. Something is going to be offered to you. Something is going to be offered to you. Something is going to be offered to you indeed. But in order for you to do this, in order for you to take this, what was actually offered to you, you are actually going to need to realize that no, you can't have it all. There is a certain abandonment that you are going to have, and that abandonment that you are going to have is going to be connected to certain synchronicity that is not a synchronicity anymore. It's just the complete opposite, and also it's connected to certain illusions. So something came to an end when it comes to the certain person. Something will come to an end when it comes to the certain spiritual journey, considering the certain person. But then again, it is just all going to kind of make sense as the time goes by. Okay, the whole new assertiveness is going to come here, and this is all just going to be about your own power, and it's all going to be about your own intuition. And by the end of that week also, you are going to kind of wondering something. You will wonder something. And just remember, this situation arises from somebody who is a synchronicity with you, somebody's synchronicity, and this synchronicity in between both of you is not really there anymore, and there is some kind of abandonment that you're going to need to make. You're going to need to cut something out, and that in itself is just going to be all about your own intuition. intuition. Just listen to your own intuition. Your own intuition is not going to lead you astray. In fact, it's going to be complete opposite. So there is going to be something really powerful that is going to happen by the end of the month that you are going to realize, and this is all purely going to be through your own intuition, and you're going to start feeling very, very closely connected to the certain word, to the certain stage in your life that before it just wouldn't make sense. And before, only like about 1 month later, you know, if you think about this certain stage, certain change, you would think like absolutely no chance. But now suddenly the change of direction, the change of energy, the change of dimension, the change of your radiance, the change of what you see, the way you see things, and a certain synchronicity is just going to slightly change things. And the fact that you were overwhelmed with a certain situation when it comes to your professional life, this is all going to make sense to you indeed. What I would also highly suggest you to get, my beautiful babies, you must have a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, it's, you know, I always recommend this, but when it comes to the actual protection, you see, like this is absolutely the big mama. This is amazing crystal, amazing. It protects you against all sorts of negative energies, all sorts of negative people, all sorts of negative spirits, and it helps you at the same time to ground yourself, and at the same time it's very, very good to enhance your third psychic eye. And at the same time, when we are very, very intuitive, when we have lots of intuitive situations like this, black tourmaline is absolutely brilliant because we are very open as well. At the same time, we are receiving lots of messages, lots of spirits and things like that, lots of spiritual messages, which is great. But on another hand, when we are open, spiritually open, psychically open, like this, how you are going to be throughout the month, and even April is going to be like that, then we allow all sorts of other energies to come through. And in order to protect ourselves and still be grounded and still be successful and still be secured, you know, in what we do, black tourmaline is something that I highly recommend you. It's the combination of black tourmaline, of course, and the moldavite that I said. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this black tourmaline is in the description below. So this is something that I highly recommend you, my babies. Okay, so now blah 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 blah. Okay, where is the yeah, here we go. Sorry, I just don't know. I'm surrounded by tarot cards. I'm surrounded, you see, there are like 2 here, for example. I'm surrounded by so many tarot cards, you see, here, see, here. There's so many. Yeah, it depends what I feel drawn to. It depends which tarot card I feel drawn to. So now, my babies, I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship. For those of you Virgos, I'm going to put your energy here. For those of you Virgos that are in relationship, and that's for March 2019. Okay, Virgos in relationship. Okay, interesting. Okay, there are quite a few things that are going to be going on. It's a really busy month indeed. It looks like the partner is actually going to have a really good health. The partner maybe was there was something wrong with the health, and you were like maybe not too certain about something when it comes to their health. So there's going to be the good news about the health, and there's going to be the good news about their progress as well. Also, the partner is just going to be going through like this situation where they're going to be quite uncertain, which is just going to make them feel like a little bit stressed, a little bit nervous. But it's nothing to do with you. It's to do with their life. It's to do with their finances and things like that. That is just going to affect their spirituality. And it's also they are going to be going through something really challenging. But this is actually going to be really, really good because it's going to end up making you realize something really important about your finances. The bottom line is that your financial situation is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing by the end of this month, you see. And this is all about to do with the finances, with the financial situation, with the next step and next stage that you're going to get. And there is also something very, 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 very special that you are going to be actually doing, that the special decision that you are going to make this month, and that decision that you're both going to make this month, it's going to be literally life-changing. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. Hello. Okay, so now for those of you that are single, I'm just going to shuffle this card, and I'm going to put the energy of the Virgos that are single for March 2019. Okay, for those of you that are single. Oh, I don't think you're going to be single for too long. I don't think you're going to be single for too long. And I already told you, it just makes sense like there is no tomorrow. You will feel very, very sexy this month. You will feel very radiant this month. And I said, when you feel like that, from the plane, they will notice you. They will notice you from the plane, literally, when you feel like that. This is the truth. And most certainly, there is going to be a little pilot here. No, I'm joking. No, not a little pilot, but it is just basically there is going to be someone very, very special. You see this this death card here. This death card is very significant, especially when it comes to the actual, those of you that are single, because it means that the situation is going to change and the situation is not going to be like that anymore. And there is the whole new balance going to come through, and the most certainly things in your life is going to start changing. And the way they're going to start changing is going to be because of the March. Because in March, you are going to feel very good. You're going to feel very, very fantastic. You're going to feel brilliant. You're going to have your radiance, and there is going to be a certain accomplishment that is just going to be constantly on your mind. Accomplishment, and satisfaction. And then at the same time, when you feel the satisfaction and accomplishment, when you get an advice from that particular person that I mentioned before, that particular person, there is someone very beautiful going to walk into your life. There is somebody in March that is going to become the part of your scenario. There's somebody in March that is just going to manifest around you. There's somebody in March going to kind of blow you away completely. Somebody really beautiful, somebody really nice, somebody very educated indeed, and somebody really smart. This is the right type of person for you, my beautiful Virgos, because this person is just going to be somebody who's just going to be very significant, and somebody who is going to play a massive role in your life. You may not even meet this person straight away in March, but this person, the bottom line is that this person is going to start manifest itself, himself or herself. It's going to start manifest themselves in March 2019. So maybe perhaps you will go somewhere and you will not be sure that they're actually there. You will not be sure that they're actually watching you. But however, this person is just going to become the part of the scenario. At some point, this person is going to make themselves known. And also this person is going to play a huge, major role in your life, because once you meet this person, everything is going to change. This is somebody very beautiful. This is somebody very educated. This is somebody very loyal. And this is somebody who is just very helpful and very trustworthy in so many different ways. And on top of that, they will look really good. They will look really amazing. They will look really radiant. And you will find them very, very attractive indeed. So there is the person that you are going to meet, and that person is just going to basically be life-changing for you. So you Virgos, my beautiful babies, be prepared to be swept off your feet. As I said, you may meet this person. This person may make themselves known in March, or they will make themselves known in April. It all depends, but they are coming and they are going to change everything, and your life is suddenly going to be beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Absolutely beautiful, okay? Because this person is just going to have a wonderful influence and impact on you, my beautiful, beautiful babies. This is going to be life-changing. What a month. You see what I mean now? My beautiful, beautiful Virgos, I love you to bits. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love, healing, and light. Mwah. Okay, my babies, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.